Namaste students, welcome to Geo Media Learnings. This is Sanjay Nath. We will learn how to mark some important features on map of India. Now we'll see the coastal plains of India, the narrow coastal strip between the edges of Peninsular Plateau and the coastline of India running at the distance of more than 6,000 kilometers. As you can see, for the reference purpose, we have highlighted the Deccan Plateau with brown color. We have also shown the three coasts, Konkan Coast, Kanara Coast and Malabar Coast. Also shown the Western Ghats with the thick red line. Now, we will mark the coastal plains on the west coast of India. Between Western Ghats and Kanara Coast, Konkan Coast and Malabar Coast. These plains are to be marked with shading. Now we'll see where it is to be marked. The orange color shaded part, Konkan Plains, followed by that the grey color shaded part is the Kanara Plains and the green color shaded part is the Malabar Plains. Now we'll go to the east coast of India. Once again, for reference purpose, shown the Eastern Ghats with black thick line and the Coromandel coast with brown color line. The space between the Eastern Ghats and the Coromandel coast is called the Coromandel Plains. This grey patch is the Coromandel Plains and the Northern Circassian is marked with a thick blue line along the coast. Now we'll mark with an arrow the water bodies in India. Gulf of Kutch. The Gulf of Kutch is an inlet that forms part of the Arabian Sea that is bordered by the state of Gujarat along the west coast of India. Gulf of Khambat, also called the Gulf of Cambay, located in the northern Arabian Sea on the western coast of India. Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar is the inlet of Indian Ocean between southeastern India and western Sri Lanka. Palk Strait. It is a strait between the Tamil Nadu state of India and the Mannar district of northern province of Sri Lanka. Andaman Sea. The Andaman Sea is a part of the Indian Ocean. It is situated west of the Thailand and east of the Andaman Nicobar Islands. Lake Chilika is a lagoon lake. It is located in Orissa. It is the largest internal saltwater lake in Asia. Lake Vular. Vular Lake is second largest freshwater lake of Asia, situated on the foothills of Harmukh Mountains in Jammu and Kashmir. Now we'll mark and label the Tropic of Cancer. It is a parallel of latitude that lies currently 23 degrees 30 minutes north of equator. It is the farthest northern latitude at which the sun can appear directly overhead, which occurs on the June solstice. One can draw TOC little curve with a free hand. With practice, one can draw perfectly. For reference purpose, we have marked few connecting points for drawing TOC. From west to east, mark at the middle of Tripura. Next, mark on Damodar River vertices. Followed by that, mark 2 mm above Narmada River, just like shown on the screen. Followed by that, mark 2 mm above Gulf of Kutch. Now join these markings with free hand. In this manner, with practice, one can learn how to mark Tropic of Cancer on map of India. Same animation shown with more detail, zoom in view in the next slide for reference purpose. Tropic of Cancer. These are the connecting points. One has to connect this point with free hand to get the perfect curve of the Tropic of Cancer. Now we'll learn how to draw Indian Standard Time line on map of India. Now before you draw this line on map of India, we'll watch a small video clip to understand what is IST. In India, the longitude of 82 degrees 30 minutes east is treated as the standard meridian. The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time or IST. Now we'll see the time difference between India and UK, Greenwich. India, located east of Greenwich at 82 degrees 30 minutes east, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT. I believe you understood what is IST. One can draw the IST straight with a little tilt. Watch carefully on the screen. With practice, one can draw perfectly. For reference, marked few connecting points for drawing IST. From north to south, mark at the tip of Indus River. Next, mark at the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna River. Next, mark at the eastern edge of Godavari Delta, just like shown on the screen. Followed by that, mark on the eastern edge of Sri Lanka. Now join these markings with the help of a ruler. With little practice, one can draw this IST line perfectly on the map of India. Now we'll mark with an arrow the direction of following: Arabian Sea branch, Bay of Bengal branch and northeast of southwest monsoon branch. Southeast monsoon winds originate from Indian Ocean and start blowing towards Tropic of Cancer in the month of June till September. Due to strong low pressure over central India, dramatically the direction of southwest monsoon winds is just opposite of the permanent wind in the equatorial region. As you can see, the southwest monsoon wind is moving towards southwest to northeastern direction. Consequently, divided into two branches due to intended mainland peninsular plateau of India. One has to draw these arrows to show the southwest monsoon winds in Arabian Sea, followed by southwest monsoon winds in Bay of Bengal. The direction of monsoon winds must be shown with an arrow from southwest to northeast direction only. On the other hand, northeast monsoon winds deflect from Arakan Yoma range in Myanmar. In fact, one of the branch of southwest monsoon wind strike with Arakan Yoma and get reversed in winter. As you can see, it has been shown with red arrows. The direction of northeast monsoon winds must be shown with an arrow pointing from northeast to southwest direction only. Now we'll shade the regions of winter rainfall over Tropic of Cancer. In the animation, the arrows are shown to represent the western disturbances. Mainly it originates from Mediterranean region. These winds bring rainfall to the lower Jammu Kashmir, also bring rainfall to some parts of Punjab and northwestern parts of UP in winters. You need to draw these two arrows shown on the screen in red color to represent the direction of western disturbances. Now we'll shade the regions of winter rainfall below Tropic of Cancer. As you can see in the animation, southwest monsoon winds strike with Arakan Yoma ranges and deflect back towards Tamil Nadu coast and bring rainfall at the Coromandel coast in winters. Now we'll mark with a dot the following cities in northern states of India. Srinagar. Srinagar is the largest city and the summer capital of the Indian Union Territory of Jammu Kashmir. It lies in the Kashmir Valley on the banks of Jhelum River. Chandigarh. Chandigarh was the first city of modern India, was planned by the famous French architect Le Corbusier. It is the capital of Punjab and Haryana state. Delhi. Delhi is officially called as the National Capital Territory of Delhi (NCT). Delhi is the capital city of India and is regarded as the heart of the nation, one of the country's largest urban agglomerations. Allahabad. Allahabad, now officially known as Prayagraj, located in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. City is famous for Triveni Sangam, or the meeting point of three rivers, the Ganga, the Yamuna and the Saraswati. Kolkata. Kolkata is the Indian capital of West Bengal. Today it is known for its grand colonial architecture, art galleries and cultural festivals. Now we will mark with a dot the following cities in southern states of India. Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam, locally known as Vizag, the largest metropolis and a port city in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Hyderabad. Hyderabad city is the capital of the Indian state of Telangana, also called Cyberabad, refers to the area of Hyderabad, which hosts all the IT companies. Bangalore, also known as Bangalore in Kannada, is the capital of Indian state of Karnataka. Bangalore is popularly known as the Silicon Valley of India for being a major IT hub of the nation. Kochi. Kochi is surrounded by the Western Ghats on the east and the Arabian Sea on the west. Kochi is formerly known as Cochin. It is also famous for its beautiful ports and the backwaters of Kerala. Chennai, formerly known as Madras. Chennai is the capital city of state of Tamil Nadu in the southern part of India, located on the Coromandel coast of Bay of Bengal. Mumbai. Mumbai is also known as Bombay, is the capital of Indian state of Maharashtra. It is the most populous city in India and the fourth most populous city in the world. Now we'll see the distribution of four primary soil types in India: alluvial soil, black soil, laterite soil and red soil. As you can see on the map of India, the four soils have been shown with different colors. We'll see each soil in detail. Alluvial soil. It covers western and eastern coast of India, covers major part of northern plain as you can see, Indo-Gangetic plain, also covers the coastal margins of Gujarat and few parts of central Assam. Black soil. It covers central western part of India, Deccan Plateau region, also found in the central Gujarat state, area cover mainly Saurashtra. Laterite soil. Covers western coastal margin of peninsular India, along the western Ghats, also found in the south of river Damodar and north of northeastern parts of Seven Sisters. Red soil. It covers larger part of south and south central eastern part of India, also found in the hilly regions of south eastern parts of Seven Sisters. Now we'll see the areas of 4 primary soil above and below Tropic of Cancer. First, area of laterite soil above the Tropic of Cancer, areas of laterite soil below the Tropic of Cancer, areas of red soil above the Tropic of Cancer, and the areas of red soil below the Tropic of Cancer. Now we'll mark with a dot the following important centers in India. An offshore oil field in India, Bombay High, also known as Mumbai High. It is located on the continental shelf of Arabian Sea at the coast of Maharashtra, about 176 km northwest of Mumbai. There is one more offshore oil field on the east coast of India, Krishna Godavari Basin. For your knowledge, it has been shown on the map. Largest deposit of iron ore in India, Singhbhum, located in the state of Jharkhand. It has the main deposits of iron ore. Largest deposit of coal in India is Jharia Coal Mines. In the state of Jharkhand holds the first position in coal production as well as coal reserves in India. The oldest oil field in India, Digboi, has a center of being India's oldest continuously producing oil in Assam. Digboi Refinery, now a division of Indian Oil Corporation. Now we'll shade the states of high and low density of population. State above the Tropic of Cancer with high density of population is Bihar with 1102 persons square kilometer, while Kerala state is below Tropic of Cancer with 859 persons per square kilometer. Followed by the state with low density of population above Tropic of Cancer is Arunachal Pradesh with 17% per square kilometer, whereas Odisha state below Tropic of Cancer with 269 persons per square kilometer. Mark and label the features neatly on the map of India. Thank you and happy map marking.